Hi Gemini, it's Marina. This is your reading for July 2021 and we are in your 7th house of relationships, business partnerships, legal agreements, justice, and we've got Uranus, so something, a big change, and more so liberation and inner freedom, because that is what your oracle card speaks about. This is your death and rebirth energy. This is, rising from the ashes, coming back to life, finding a sense of freedom. And the archetypes are the orphan and the unseen. So this can be like a child and parent type dynamic. There's most certainly some love is a huge issue in this reading. There's about 3 cups cards and they're all in reverse. So we're dealing with maybe a divorce or, a breakdown of a partnership, or, just someone who's, having mother issues, really. I think it's the mother issues, because I do have my Queen of Pentacles in reverse here, and they feel like an orphan, the unseen orphan, the kind of very black sheep energy here. Someone who feels abandoned, feels left out, has been wounded, but the unseen is in reverse. The unseen is like, there's kind of like a looming darkness here, and we do have despondence at the base of one of my oracle decks, energy oracle deck here, which is kind of like sadness and gloominess, and that's what the unseen is there. So I feel that there is some sort of, resentment. There has been progress here with the infinite, because we do have the recovery card, and the backstory in this card is actually about a child who, does some shadow work and basically discovers what their past wounds have been. And with that, when they collect all their memories from the past, and they're bad memories, the 6 of Cups in reverse are bad memories, or like a bad childhood, or an uncared for child, or an abandoned child. And this is my child here, the Page of Pentacles in reverse. This feels like someone who wasn't cared for properly, either in a relationship or from their own mother. Empress in reverse here, and this key is formed when all this information is, collated, when they've done the work, and it is basically the key to their liberation. It's the key to the door. It's their exit. So there is understanding here about where someone's wounds have come from. There is work being done. They're following their instincts here. Someone has an understanding to a certain extent, but I do feel with the unseen being in reverse, it is still harboring resentment here, because growth is in reverse and acceptance is in reverse. So the growth in itself is in some way hampered or diminished, because there's still a lack of acceptance as to how someone's been treated in the past, probably in their childhood, or it can be from a soulmate with the 6 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, so we have as the significator 9 of Pentacles and 6 of Swords. Now these are lovely, but they came out sideways. I really do feel that someone is looking to break free here. Strike out on their own, be independent, possibly be self-employed, and, just go. Yeah. Really, it might be like a sudden change with Uranus here being in the 7th. This might just be like, a blow to the head, a sudden epiphany, because Uranus is an awakening energy along with the infinite. But because it's sideways, there is a kind of feeling that it's maybe not just happened yet, but it's most certainly what someone is planning, getting their coins, getting themselves sorted, making plans to leave, basically. Now, they're not like leaving to go find love, because Ace of Cups in reverse is actually the obstacle. There is no love, there's no kindness, there's no care. This is someone who's not like, up and off and like going to, go find a love, go and find new love. This is someone who just wants to find their own independence. They want their pentacles in order. They want a new beginning, a new job. They're following that I want to follow something that they're passionate and excited and, about. They want success. Now, I have got the scribe for this 9 of Pentacles. I was trying to, see what sort of character it is. And this could be someone who is, involved in writing, poetry. I don't know. This is maybe how someone is able to get their financial independence, or it is like they're just leaving and they've left a note kind of thing, because as I say, Uranus is quite sudden energy. Underlying, running the show, is strength in the upright, which is fantastic. So only 2 major arcana here, and they are strength in the root and the high priestess in the past. That's a secret, and it's a secret regarding the queen, the mother, a feminine energy. But someone's got the strength here, the strength to liberate themselves and to go alone, really. A lot of courage is coming through here, a lot of determination, a lot of fire, a lot of passion. But as I say, it's either because there is no love where they are, they're not going out seeking love. This is someone who just wants to have, like, maybe their professional goals met, their financial goals met, and they want to do it alone. And as I say, in the past, we've got the high priestess, someone who may be very intuitive, but also I'm really just feeling that there's some sort of secret around this feminine energy. We will clarify that. I don't normally clarify the past, but I do think that's important because it is major. And what's coming in for Gemini is the Four of Wands. So, you know, there's some sort of celebration. There's a success here. There's stability and security. It can be like a, you know, a group of friends here that are kind of getting together. I'm getting a kind of commune vibe off that. Not sure what that's about. But it can be marriage, you know, maybe that is what someone is looking for. Maybe they're passionately looking for a marriage. But as I say, the cups are a huge issue here. You know, this is someone who's taken a few knocks on the love front, hasn't been, I don't think, properly cared for, maybe not raised, maybe not loved. And it's most definitely not their focus. They want success, as I say, in terms of, you know, the Wands energy and the Pentacles energy. But the love is a bit of an issue. In terms of how you are seeing yourself, Gemini, now bear in mind this can be a switched reading in someone you're connecting with. 7 of Swords in reverse and 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Now, the 7 of Swords in reverse, what's interesting about the Mythic Tarot is that this is, and his name's just gone right in my head. Not Daedalus, is it? Orestes. His name's Orestes. And he's basically going through the night here in the dark with 7 swords to commit matricide. Now, there's some sort of confession. I'm not saying anyone's killed their mother, you know. But in terms of how you're seeing yourself or how this person is seeing themselves, this is someone who's either confessing, needs to confess, is going to get caught. And it's to do with the 8 of Pentacles being in reverse here. Now, they're coming through as the 9, but they're not quite there. They're kind of like an 8.5. It's not in the upright and it's not in reverse. But there's something that they've maybe not put much effort into. To someone who kind of lied about money, lied about what they do for a living, lied about the, you know, the effort they're putting in. So I really need to clarify that because there is some deceit here. And in terms of how you are being seen, is the Queen of Pentacles reversed and the 10 of Swords. And this is directly above this. So this, I think, is the mother. She's usually the wife. This is someone who can be a bit of a gold digger here. There may be money that's been stolen here in the 8 of Pentacles. Somebody's job might have been taken from them, or somebody's lied about, you know, lied about someone to the point they might have lost their job. The thing I'm getting about this Queen of Pentacles, there's obviously been an ending here. It is in reverse. It's maybe not ended yet, but it should be, I think. It's supposed to be in the upright. This to me is usually exhaustion, but I'm actually seeing it with the 7 of Swords directly here. There's been some betrayal here around money, around work. And this female, this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, is my femme fatale and a Messiah. Now, the femme fatale came in the upright, the Messiah came in the reverse here. I think this is someone who has a certain amount of arrogance, quite frankly. And it may be what the Uranus surprising energy is, that she's not got her ducks in a row because she's in reverse. This is how she is being seen. So someone who isn't, you know, maybe a good mother, someone who doesn't take care of the home, doesn't take care of, you know, business, because the Queen of Pentacles is usually a worker as well as the, you know, the home carer. she can be a gold digger, and she can be a cheating spouse as well. And she's a femme fatale, so someone who is usually uses their, you know, sexual attractiveness to attach to people for money, for power. Or someone who's who, you know, really does think a great deal of themselves is what I'm saying. But I actually think there's a certain amount of arrogance coming off this Queen of Pentacles. This is someone who thinks that only they can sort things. They have control of everything. They think they're the dog bollocks, basically, and that they can draw in anyone that they want to satisfy their needs. And that is how either you're being seen or this Gemini is being seen. But there's an ending here. And in some way it is deceptive, or there's been a lie about money, and now the Queen of Pentacles is on her head. And in the hopes, we have the King of Wands in reverse. Now, this is something to do with a legal matter, I believe, because he is an advocate, a poet, and a judge. I think this is some sort of appeal. This may be a professional person. It is unfortunate he's in his head, but the hope is that he's maybe on his head. The hope is that maybe someone fails in maybe an appeal. Because I think someone wants a divorce, someone wants to extract themselves from a partnership or from a legal agreement. And, you know, someone's hoping someone fails. But basically, both key characters here, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse and the King of Wands in reverse, is my only two court cards. You can argue the Nine of Pentacles could be an individual. They're both in reverse. And this is someone who, there is a hope here for whoever I'm reading for, that they're going to be able to make an appeal. And there's a lot to do with writing here. So now I've got the poet and I've got the scribe. So there's, you know, maybe a lot of communication. Maybe there's a lot of paperwork, a lot of documents, a lot of collation of information, maybe in terms of putting a court case together. But there is some sort of appeal, and there's someone here that, you know, is using either a lawyer, a judge, a magistrate, some sort of professional advisor, and someone is hoping that that fails, basically. Because in the fears, we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. There's a fear somebody doesn't get their payout here, doesn't get their money, doesn't get a win. There's a fear someone's going to lose an inheritance, quite possibly. You know, we do have that, you know, mother-child dynamic here. And the outcome is the Ten of Cups in reverse here. So this is the dissolvement of a marriage. This is emotional discontent. Now, let's just have a wee clarification. So I don't know how that fits for your story, guys, but bear in mind it can be, you know, completely flipped, and it's the Gemini you know of. Because all the Pentacles, I mean, the Nine of Pentacles arguably came out on its side, but all the other Pentacles are reversed. All the Cups are in reverse. I don't know what that was. I just saw something out the corner of my eye. Yeah, but there is still liberation here, but I do believe it is still coming with a little bit of resentment, okay? So let's see who is the Nine of Pentacles and the Six of Swords for Gemini. The Nine of Pentacles, Six of Swords for Gemini. Key. This is the breakout. This is breaking free. This is getting answers. This is getting resolutions, and that is that somebody is able to move on their own as a single person, possibly with their money. But it's sideways, they might not have that much money, we'll see. Show me the Nine of Pentacles, Six of Swords for Gemini. What is the key here for Gemini? Nine of Pentacles, Six of Swords. Right, so we've got the clouds, we've got the dog, and we've got the tree. And a decision. So there, as much as there's a breakthrough and there's a liberation, it seems to come with a certain amount of trepidation. There is a question mark, if you like, over a friend or a colleague here. Now, this can be a same-sex relationship, because as I say, the Queen of Pentacles, in terms of how you're seeing yourself, she's out. And this could be, you know, the King of Wands could be a partner to this Nine of Pentacles. Let's just see. Why have we got the clouds for Gemini on the key? As I say, the Nine of Pentacles isn't quite upright. There literally is, like, the door's kind of open here is kind of what I'm getting. But it's just not quite there. And maybe there's, like, we're waiting on something. We're waiting on, like, a final verdict or a decision from a judge up here to allow this, you know, partnership, marriage, commitment to be dissolved. And someone is like just, they're teed up to kind of go, but they're not there yet. Show me the clouds with the key for Gemini. 6 of Wands. I mean, that is success. Someone is getting ready to go. The dog. Show me the dog for Gemini. I mean, they might just, there's a Strength card again. Wow. So it could be a Leo. This could be like what is at the root of the matter. Is that they, you know, they have a friend who is a Leo. Someone who's, you know, and then this could be this King of Wands, because I was going to say an advocate for them. This is like a supporter, a follower, someone who's loyal to them, or they're loyal to someone else. And the tree. Right, so this is something to do with family. So now I've got a Queen of Wands in reverse here. And the Hermit in reverse and the Ten of Pentacles. So this is a family member. It could be like a stepmother, you know, step monster, not sure. Let's just see who she is. But there's loyalty here, loyalty to someone here. But there's almost like someone's not sure if someone is loyal. Just, why is the Queen of Wands reverse? Show me the energy of the Queen of Wands reverse for Gemini. She's a child divine in reverse. Someone whose inability to defend themselves against negative forces. She's a queen. Not that that matters. So I think this is a member of the family, you know, but it's not a child. It's not as the Queen of Wands. She's not. I was going to say she's not a child. I've got two children here. It's maybe someone who's just very young-natured. Like there's some sort of protective energy with regards to who this Queen of Wands is, and I think it's coming from possibly the Gemini I'm reading for. This may be someone who's had, what do you call it? Developmental blocks in some way. She's not a child, you know. She's someone who's probably 20s, 30s even, maybe even a bit older. And she's someone who is being protected because she has a very, very young nature. I don't know how to describe that. Or maybe something like autism. Can't really think of anything else, but it's someone who's got incredibly young. I mean, she's the Queen of Wands, which would seem bizarre in reverse, because normally that would be someone who's like jealous or bitchy, you know, or the other woman. Yeah, I mean, it could be that. I'm really not getting that. I'm feeling that there's a very protective vibe, but the Strength card and the dog speaks to me about protection. And this is someone who's a member of a family with the tree. Now, it could be that the Queen of Wands is, you know, this parental figure in reverse, and she's got, you know, a couple of kids here. You know, maybe again hasn't looked after the children properly, has abandoned her children, doesn't care for them, and there's maybe like a child custody battle here. Somebody wants to take the children away from the feminine energy. Either that, or this is an older female, but one who is very, very young in nature and in some way isn't able to defend themselves, is incredibly naive still, and is dependent on others for their physical security, maybe financial security. Okay. So why is the Ace of Cups reversed? Why is the Ace of Cups reversed the obstacle for Gemini? Why is the Ace of Cups reversed the obstacle for Gemini? Why is the Ace of Cups reversed the obstacle for Gemini? Okay, so we've got the mice here, which speaks of, you know, possibly a loss. This can be news of a loss. It can be about like an infestation. It's anxiety. It's something that gnaws away at you. It's a lot of anxiety here because the birds combined with the mice are kind of doubling that up. And there's like an ending to a conversation here, or someone is removing themselves from this situation because it creates so much anxiety. There might be a lot of like, you know, kind of malicious rumors here. There's distrust, there's suspicion, all of that is there, and yet the bottom line is somebody is planning their exit. They have like the phoenix rising from the ashes. There's a sudden change in events here that someone is going to be successful with this, regardless as to, you know, what you know, concerns or, you know, doubts they still have about it. That this is ultimately where they're going. Someone is going to extract themselves from whatever this is. That it may well be that they have to ensure that, you know, other members or other children aren't exposed after their, you know, departure, quite possibly. Okay. So we have strength at the base of the deck, don't need to clarify that, and we have the Ace of Wands. So the Ace of Wands is like the new project, the new idea, the new passion for Gemini. And the Ace of Wands for Gemini. Okay, so it might involve some sort of a risky venture. Show me the Ace of Wands for Gemini. Oh gosh, it is what it's to do with love. As much as all the cups are in reverse in terms of what they have in their current life, there is something that they're passionate about. It might be money, but it's a risky endeavor. But I really do think this is something someone's going to do, and ultimately it could be successful with the Four of Wands coming up here. Yeah, I mean, I say it's risky, but it does have the anchor. This is like an enduring love. Maybe it's an enduring love for taking risks. Let's see. Show me the dice for Gemini with the Ace of Wands. The dice. The dice. Did that twist? No. Right, so see the Knight of Cups in reverse here. The dice, the heart. The heart for Gemini. Oh my gosh, there's the Four of Wands reverse now, and the anchor. That was the Hanged Man. The anchor. The anchor. For Gemini, the anchor, please. Two of Swords. Oh my gosh, there's the Seven of Swords now. We've got the Queen of Cups in reverse now. What? So there is an idea here. There's something that someone is quite intent on doing. It is risky. They don't really want to expose too much on the emotional front. This is coming more from like a kind of passionate. It feels more like a business adventure than anything else here. There may be that there is love here, but it's most definitely not going to be expressed because this person has had issues in the love department with them, you know, whatever they've been through. So they are going to do it. They are going to take whatever this risk is. I'm just not utterly convinced it is going to be successful. But as I say, the Four of Wands is here in the future. It might be that, you know, they're leaving this one family, this, you know, marriage, but they ultimately would like, you know, to get married again, and what they would like is maybe something a bit more stable next time round. I don't feel that it fully answered that for me. Ace of Wands for Gemini. Ace of Wands with the dice for Gemini's shining card. Constancy. There is some sort of stability here with the anchor. It is like an enduring love for something. I don't know what it is. It's the old woman. So this can be the mother or the grandmother. but it can also be a past love. One more for Gemini's Ace of Wands. And size. So there's been disappointment here. There's maybe been a connection from the past here, or someone in his past, a feminine energy who has remained, I say he, has remained loyal, or that's who, I keep saying Zeus and I keep saying he, so, you know, switch up your genders if you need to. I'm seeing it as a he. And there's some sort of disappointment here. There's kind of like grief and isolation. This might be like going back to an ex, or, you know, an old love, you know, an old flame, with the Six of Cups being in reverse. It is a risk. It is a risk. But I honestly get the feeling that this is not someone who's kind of able to open up. I don't really think, I think they are all about the Wands and the Pentacles, because I think the Cups have been utterly disappointing in their life to date. So we have got the Four of Wands coming in the future for Gemini, and that does speak of family. So to me, that someone is literally buying a new property. It's finances in connection with the Four of Wands. Obviously, it can be that someone is, you know, planning to get married, they're saving for their wedding, they're shelling out for money, but I sort of see this as a new property. Oopsie. The fish and the Four of Wands in Gemini's future, please. The fish and the Four of Wands in Gemini's future. The bear, the stars, the man. Now the bear can be the mother again, but to see it along with the fish, this talks to me about quite big money. And it's someone's desire, it's someone's wish with the stars. And it's a man's wishes. There's some sort of inspiration here when the stars comes out. It's an initiation to do something. And it's something that comes from a very deep emotional place with the well. This is someone who wants, you know, a stable, comfortable home. And I think at some point here they're going to be sufficiently, you know, free to do that and have the funds to do that. There is a fear about the Ace of Pentacles being in reverse, because I do think this person is expecting money, maybe, as I say, an inheritance, or for a business to be dissolved, or for a marriage or divorce to be settled, so that they can get their money and probably buy a new property. Now we have got a big question mark down here. It seems like the most kind of dodgy bit. So let's have a look. Why is the Seven of Swords reversed for Gemini in terms of how they see themselves? I think it's, yeah, justice, crikey. I mean, somebody has got a confession to do. They may have, like, you know, a fine to pay. I think someone has been caught doing something here, and the scales have been brought into justice. Whether it's the Gemini I'm reading for, or whoever they're like trying to extract themselves from, but there is something illegal here, maybe even criminal in terms of money or work. Show me the Eight of Pentacles reverse for Gemini. Eight of Pentacles upright. Double eights. And there's the Queen of Pentacles. So something to do with work and money here. This is like, you know, lying about how much effort you put into something. I'm working on it, I'm working on it, I'm doing it. I've done that. What are you talking about? I filled all the papers in. I don't know. Someone's taking the piss when the Seven of Swords in reverse is here, at the very least. Seven of Swords reverse. What's been done? What's been done in the Seven of Swords? Temperance in reverse. Chariot in reverse. So, and the Knight of Swords with Judgment reversed. Someone has made a decision, they've done something probably rash. They haven't been of sound mind. That will literally be their defense. Temperance in reverse here. This is chaos. This is a lack of moderation. This can be with the Chariot in reverse, someone who drives too fast, maybe had like a car accident. Maybe there's a lot of repairs to be done in a car. But the Chariot in reverse is something's come to a complete standstill here. And it may well be that someone is literally just waiting on this judgment to be made by the judge. That's why there is a hope of that. But for whatever reason, the King of Wands is in reverse here. Show me, I don't know if that means he's in some way dodgy. Show me the Temperance reversed for Gemini with the Seven of Swords. Anchor. That's come out a few times. I'm beginning to think that is now related to work. I mean, it is stability, security, and it's putting down your roots. But you know that's there's been an imbalance here. But I actually think this is something to do with somebody's work, what they work on, and how they earn their money. Chariot reversed. Chariot reversed, Gemini. That's the man. He's off the bus. He's off the bus. So there's some sort of crisis here. This can be like, you know, karmic justice for someone. Let me see the Eight of Pentacles, upright and in reverse. Eight of Pentacles, what's going on there? There's the dog again, dog and a bear. Loyal, but possibly loyal to the mother, loyal to money, loyal to power. But this is also a dynamic of the boss and the employee. So there might be, you know, something to do that something's been done in a workplace. It's probably been illegal, or it might well be that, you know, somebody has been fired from their job. It might be like drunk driving here with the Seven of Swords and the Chariot in reverse. That may be why someone's lost their job. And, you know, it's maybe just like with the HR department, it's actually in the court system. Show me the Justice. What is the Justice? Letter, communication, documents. As I say, it's like I'm working on it. I don't know. I feel like somebody's energy is kind of like a bit chaotic here, or someone is deliberately trying to slow this down, or it's just quagmire. It's just kind of caught up in the system. Everything's kind of ground to a halt. Justice, Gemini, Justice. Journey, it's something to do with traveling. Chariot here. This can be travel documents that are a bit of an issue, visas, passports. Obviously nowadays you'll probably need like a freaking COVID passport, or, you know, you haven't got your injections, or it depends where you're maybe trying to travel to. That's an issue. Maybe you can't get to the country you want to get to. Show me the dog. The dog. The dog. The dog seems to be I don't know if it is the man. This is this person again. This is this disappointed person with the size in the house. This is usually like an older woman, possibly the bear, someone who's like menopausal. It's usually she can be a widow or divorcee. And it's someone who's just like, ugh. I don't know, they're waiting on someone. Show me the bear. Or there's just disappointment here. Cheerfulness, but it was in reverse. Show me the bear. Bear for Gemini. Reunion. Despair. So I think there's oh, I've got an enemy under here. There is somebody who's like, you know, cracking up about being able to get to someone, reconnecting with, you know, friends or their job or a sweetheart. This is someone who's maybe at a distance. Chariot reverse, the Journey card, waiting on legal documents. but they've still got the Seven of Swords, and there has been something that's done here that is in some way wrong, illegal, or a lie. And it's about money, and it's about work. And somebody's getting seriously frustrated here with the despair card and the bear. They're just not able to, I mean, they are getting there. This is going into in a lot more detail. We have still got the ultimate success is going to be Nine of Pentacles, Six of Swords. Someone is going to get, you know, liberated from this. It's just maybe going to take a lot longer than they thought, but there might be someone who's deliberately, you know, delaying this for them, probably out of, you know, spite. Show me the Queen of Pentacles reverse with the Ten of Swords for Gemini. Okay, she's a servant. She's someone who, you know, I mean, she's in reverse, but as I say, I found her, she was kind of come across to me as someone who was quite arrogant. Someone that does a lot of running around, a lot of errands. I don't see her as submissive at all, but no, I don't see her as submissive at all. She's a soldier. She wants to fight someone. She's combative. She's dealing possibly with a thief. Queen of Pentacles reversed. There might have been a fight here. It's an argument about, you know, how much somebody does. She's definitely somebody's wife or ex-wife. And it's ending. Death, money, falseness, misfortune. This is the relationship that's, you know, someone's moving away from. And they're just waiting for the money because they've got this fear around the Ace of Pentacles reverse. They've got a fear about maybe not getting their money, not getting their inheritance, not getting the result that they wanted. Show me the fear of the Ace of Pentacles reverse for Gemini. That's too many. I'm seeing thoughts. This is stress. Ace of Pentacles reverse for Gemini and the fears. Gift. This can be an inheritance. It's a donation, it's a reward. Someone's just literally fearing they're not going to get, you know, that. I mean, maybe they've got 9 pentacles and just want that big one. That's a big pentacle. A gift and joyfulness. They're just waiting. They've got a female enemy here. Now she's got a surprise up her sleeve. Okay, this is this one. This is the wife or the mother, the femme fatale. And the fear is that somebody's not going to be able to celebrate their win because it's not happened yet, because we're still waiting. Let's just have a look at this King of Wands reversed. He's the advocate, the poet. He's the merchant. This is the money guy. This can be a businessman, and he's in someone's hopes, and yet someone is kind of hoping that he maybe lands on his head. It's like vendetta. Letter. Waiting on a fortune. Hoping and waiting on a fortune here. This is just someone who's hoping the judgment goes in their favour. They're hoping that somebody, you know, pulls their finger out their arse and gets on with the job that they're supposed to be doing. I don't know why they're not doing it. But someone is literally waiting on a letter confirming how much money they get, whether it's through a divorce or through an inheritance or the selling of a business. But they're wanting to free themselves from this. They want their money. They want their fortune. And the outcome is the Ten of Cups reversed. Ten of Cups reversed for Gemini. Not sure about that one. Scholar. The Ten of Cups reversed in the outcome for Gemini. The Ten of Cups reversed in the outcome for Gemini. This is one of these decks. It's very difficult to get just one card out. The Ten of Cups reversed. See? We're still waiting. We're still waiting on the letter, waiting on the document, waiting for the decree absolute. Give me the Ten of Cups reversed for Gemini's outcome. And it might be that we're waiting on the Scholar. Sorrow. Ugh. Waiting, waiting, waiting. Where were you waiting? That's an affair to remember. I don't know why that's relevant. That's when Cary Grant and Deborah Kerr, and they agree to meet at the top of the Empire State Building, and then she gets hit by a car. There's an accident, and he doesn't know about that, and then she's crippled and she can't walk, so she doesn't go to him, she doesn't tell him, so he's left completely confused as to why she wasn't there and never went to him. Oh my god. Waiting, waiting, waiting. 10 of Cups reversed. Shit. Sorrow and the Scholar. So it can be about, you know, this is just a breakup, but sometimes sorrow, so we're just waiting on it. We've got a servant again, it's my Queen of Pentacles, and a thief. Now, I don't know if she is a thief, but I'm getting a wee bit of feeling that she might be. But she has got something up her sleeve here, because she honestly does have a real arrogance about her. She literally thinks that she's capable of everything, and no one else can do the job as good as she can, basically. So I'm just getting this image, and it's a really shitty one, and it's of a mother, and I don't know why I'm seeing like the 70s here, because I'm seeing my bedroom, not my bedroom, my parents' bedroom, and it's not my mother I'm seeing, just to be clear. But there is a woman in the mirror here, and it's like, you know, one of those triple mirrors that we used to get where you could like see the side, really dolling herself up, you know, hair pieces, heavy makeup, a fag in the ashtray. And the house is a fucking mess, and there's like, you know, dirty kids, and they haven't got a meal, and she's just all about, I mean, look, it's just because of the image I'm seeing here. You see this little kid down here? This is Orestes. And this is her. She's got big hips. I'm just seeing she's all about just going out on a night out and enjoying herself, and doesn't really give a shit about this little kid on the floor who's like not washed, not cared for, not fed. And I want to slap her. Advice for Gemini. Advice for Gemini. I feel that was a wee bit disjointed, because I think there's different, it's not just the one connection, you know. I think there's a few family members here. I think there may be a past love involved. There has been some wrongdoing. There is a legal case as well. So there's a lot of wee bits, but the bottom line is someone is going to get liberated from this, and they have to, in terms of, you know, taking their growth to new limits, they have to move to a place of acceptance, you know, for whatever is going on here. Gemini's advice, please, for July 2021. Gemini's advice, please. Follow the voice of your soul. I don't know why I want to take another one from here. Star Ancestor. Gemini's advice. Gemini's advice. Okay. Right, there is some pain here with regards to do with work. I mean, it could simply be the loss of a job. It can be with the workaholic. There's someone who overworks, obviously, to the point that, you know, other aspects of their lives kind of fall apart, and that creates pain. But the grief is that someone's holding on to something that has already passed. It's already over. Okay, Star Ancestor. Let me find it quick for a change. Okay. Oh no, it's not. I'm at Stargazer. It's not Stargazer. Yes. Heed the messages coming direct from your soul. There is a deeper purpose to your human journey. Not only were you born on purpose, you were born for a purpose. You were born to be a bright light in the world, and there are supporters out there in the universe sending waves of energy to guide you at this time. Information and inspiration that has been coming your way recently is not new, but memories. Your feelings have been drawn in a particular direction are the awakening of an aspect of your soul, and you are being drawn towards a road that will not only light you up, but will also help you light up your corner of the world. Continue following the cosmic guidance that's coming your way. Isn't that lovely? Okay, that is your reading, Gemini. I hope you find it useful. If it's on YouTube, please like, comment, subscribe. Check out my Patreon page where I do a lot of readings. So all 12 monthly readings are on the Patreon page. Not all will be uploaded to YouTube. I also do weekly for all signs. I do a weekly collective, and for my monarchs they get some energy shift readings as well. So just go and check out the Patreon link, see what's on offer. I think it's dirt cheap for what you get, but that's me. See you later.